Project Hail Mary is one of the most ambitious sci-fi films in recent years. Based on Andy Weir's best-selling novel, the movie throws audiences into a giant space survival story involving science, isolation, extinction-level danger, and one unexpectedly emotional friendship. And honestly, this film arrives with enormous expectations because Andy Weir already changed modern sci-fi cinema once before with The Martian. That movie balanced real science, humor, survival tension, and emotional storytelling almost perfectly. Now Project Hail Mary tries to do something even bigger. Instead of simply surviving on Mars, this story is literally about saving Earth itself. The film follows Ryland Grace, played by Ryan Gosling, who wakes up alone on a spaceship with no memory of who he is or why he's there. Very slowly, he realizes humanity is facing extinction because the sun is mysteriously losing energy. Entire ecosystems are collapsing, global panic is spreading, and Earth is slowly dying. And the only person capable of solving the problem may be him. That setup alone already feels huge. But what makes Project Hail Mary different from generic disaster movies is its obsession with science. This movie constantly throws scientific ideas, calculations, biology concepts, physics discussions, and problem-solving sequences directly at the audience. Instead of treating science like background decoration, the film makes science itself the main source of tension. And surprisingly, that becomes one of the movie's biggest strengths. Watching Ryland Grace slowly solve impossible problems through logic and experimentation feels genuinely engaging. The movie trusts audiences enough to spend time on scientific reasoning rather than non-stop action scenes. At the same time, the film never becomes cold or emotionally detached. Ryan Gosling's performance carries a huge amount of emotional weight because his character constantly shifts between fear, humor, intelligence, and loneliness. He feels believable as someone completely overwhelmed by responsibility. And honestly, this may be one of Gosling's most human performances in years. He doesn't play the character like a traditional heroic astronaut. Instead, Ryland Grace often feels awkward, confused, scared, and emotionally fragile. That vulnerability makes the survival story feel more personal. But the real heart of the movie comes from something audiences are not expecting: friendship. Without spoiling major details, the film introduces a relationship that slowly becomes the emotional core of the story. And somehow, despite all the science fiction concepts, space travel, and extinction-level stakes, the movie's strongest moments are surprisingly emotional conversations and growing trust between characters. That emotional layer is what separates Project Hail Mary from many modern sci-fi blockbusters. A lot of big-budget science fiction movies today focus entirely on visuals, explosions, and spectacle. This film still has impressive visuals, but it cares far more about connection, curiosity, and problem-solving. And visually, the movie absolutely looks expensive. The space cinematography feels massive without becoming visually messy. The interiors of the spacecraft feel realistic and claustrophobic.